I will be ranting on all that glitters, an episode from SpongeBob SquarePants. Enjoy. Let me tell you reasons why this episode sucks. For starters, the plot itself is very generic and feels rather forced. SpongeBob damaging his spatula and having to replace it. Who finds this premise interesting? It's the second post-2004 movie episode, after Funny Pants, where SpongeBob's flanderization returns. His constant crying will get on your last nerves. Of course, no, his flanderization isn't officially the norm until season 6, but still. The Monster Krabby Patty joke also isn't really that funny. It can also be considered somewhat of a plot contrivance for the events of the episode. As stated above, it's this irritable, drawn-out bag of SpongeBob crying over a broken spatula, or spat, as he calls it, that he can simply replace. It just shows how lazy the writing really is. The episode tries to be a soap opera parody, but fails because of SpongeBob continuously crying over a spatula. This episode could also be considered a filler episode, as there are other gags aside from SpongeBob's prolonged crying that go on for too long, such as SpongeBob reminiscing all the past times he has had with Spat, and him trying to sell all his personal belongings, including his clothes, to the man at the store in a desperate attempt to purchase a spatula as replacement. SpongeBob not only sells everything he has, but also all his clothes, which results in him being naked for the rest of the episode, after he purchases the spatula, which doesn't make sense. The spatula is an awful French stereotype. He hates Krabby Patties and considers them filth. He is also a jerk for betraying SpongeBob and punching him in the face. A couple of contrived plot holes. The spatula is the only spatula SpongeBob wants to buy, as it's the only spatula in town. Doesn't Bikini Bottom even have a spatula store, and doesn't Bargain Mart have a spatula? Since SpongeBob got his first spatula there. The spatula has legs and a giant fist, even though he was only made for cooking and not sports. SpongeBob's spatula was not sentient in previous episodes, but yet suddenly, it was sentient in this one. The scene where SpongeBob has a huge meltdown over Spat in the hospital and says his infamous quote, "All that glitters is not gold," is the most annoying part of the whole episode. This episode had the highest amount of SpongeBob's emotional outbursts, probably even more so than later episodes like Waiting, A Day Without Tears, and SpongeBob, You're Fired. Generic and glitchy ending. It feels more like a tackle in depression rather than being a soap opera parody. That's all I have to say. Bye for now.